All right. Hey, everybody. This is Inside Leaders' Heads. And sometimes with leaders, shit happens. And my guest today had a really busy day, couldn't make it. We're going to reschedule her, but I wanted to go on anyway because it's been a very, very, very long time since I've been on. So, welcome back. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're just too kind. You're too kind. If you haven't figured out, I got a Roadmaster Pro. I haven't figured out how to use it yet, but hey, I know how to do applause and crickets and all kinds of stuff like that. So it's a lot of fun. So, anyways, I thought maybe today we talk about how shit does happen and what you got to do. So this is Inside Leaders Heads, and my website is eocstudios.com. Today we're going to talk about the S word. I'm not even sure if you can say it, but I already have. I said it. Shit. So it's a very fascinating word. I think there's a lot of elements to it. For example, shit happens. So what does that mean? I mean, why would we pick that? Doesn't sound like a very good word. Stuff happens. There you go. Stuff's better. So I'm going to substitute stuff for the S word, even though I've said it 3 times already. So how come we say things like, I'm going to give a stuff? You know what I'm saying? Because give us stuff is actually a good thing. If you give us stuff, that means you care about something, so that's a good thing. However, when we use the facilities, we say, I'm going to take a stuff. I'm not taking a stuff. I'm leaving that. I don't want this stuff with me. That's just ugly. Anyways, let's do this and do another plus before I stop and get goofy. Thank you, thank you. You're just too kind. Anyways, I don't know if anybody's going to come because I went on early, but I knew the show wasn't going to go on with Kizzy, so we'll get Kizzy later. But just some things I've been contemplating because I consider myself a leader. I consider everybody in the world can be a leader. If you have a clear purpose, you put passion behind it, and you strive for your dreams every day in every way, you are a leader. You can impact somebody. So, whatever your story is, you should share your story. Yes, we own our story because we lived it, it's ours. And hey, thanks, Aaron. So, Aaron's on. He's a guy I used to work with. He's a pretty cool dude. I think he works for Apple now. We both worked at Boeing. We both worked at Boeing in South Carolina. I loved working for Boeing until the last job, but we won't talk about that. But Boeing is a great example of leaders. One of my favorite mentors. She doesn't like social media, so I won't mention her name. Just the initial CB. Nope, I won't say anything. Anyway, she was a great leader. And why was she a great leader? Because she cared, she listened, she connected with her people, and even she challenged them in a way that made us want to aspire to bigger and better things. So, anyways, that's about leaders. I'm only going to go on for a short time. Um, oh, we can have a conversation. Aaron says he misses Boeing. Yeah, it was like a small town. It was pretty cool. It was very large. The thing I liked about it is, I don't know, combined, I worked around 26 years there, I think. And one of my mentors told me, he's like, anybody can do a job for 6 months. And Boeing is so large, there's so many opportunities that you can do something for 6 months and then no, it wasn't that. Oh, you know what? She has the same initials. Wow, that's really weird. But I'm having a conversation with Aaron. If you can't see it here, let's go. I'm not going to put the name. Here, I'll just give him a laughing out loud. There we go. And here he said, I miss it, as in I miss Boeing. But no, that is really weird. So the person, I'm not in Charleston, yes. The person that I'm calling the greatest mentor I ever had with the initial CB, the last, like, I don't know if she was a vice president, but we worked for around in Charleston because I didn't really report to her. She kind of did daily work, and my boss was in the Seattle area, but her initials are CB too. That is weird. What a coincidence. That's very weird. So we just moved to in between Greensboro and Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And unfortunately, sometimes if you ever read your employment contract, there's like a 90-day clause. A 90-day clause is either one can leave without cause. Clause and cause. So yeah, I don't have that one anymore. Anyways, it's neither here nor there. So oh, Aaron was kidding. Ha ha. Okay. He has a very dry sense of humor. I like dry sense of humor. But so just find your dreams. I did a post today on fulfillment versus happiness, and I used a quote. It said that the pursuit of happiness will not result in fulfillment, but if you are happy with your pursuit, you will be happy and fulfilled. So just enjoy the journey. We don't know how long we got. We don't know what directions it's going to turn. We don't know what obstacles will be put in our place, but just be happy along the journey, each step you take. And thank you, Aaron. Aaron said you slimmed down. Yeah, I'm going to put that one up just because that looks good. I shall take acknowledgement. I did slim down and I shaved. I used to have a beard. There was a time in my life I kind of looked like Santa Claus. Only I'd be Santa Mensch Claus because I'm Jewish. Anyways, we're not going there. So some of the things I'll kind of go through because it's been a while. It's been almost, let's see, end of January, February, March. Yeah, almost 2.5 months since I did the show. And I had a really bad move. If you read my post, you know all about that. And so let's just kind of go through. So this show is called Inside Leaders' Heads. So I have a thing called Finding Your Voice. Inside Leaders' Heads is part of Finding Your Voice. I have a company called EOC Studios, which stands for Einstein's Creativity Studio. And the website is eocstudios.com. Don't go there. It's not ready yet, but it's out there, so you can go there. And don't be a fish trying to climb a tree because you'll just be frustrated all your life because fish don't climb trees. That was from a quote that I thought was Einstein for most of my life. And that's why I named the company the way I did it. And then I found out it wasn't him. It's still a great quote. I still love Einstein for things that he actually did say, actually did do. So I just kept the name of the company. But so don't be a fish climb up a tree, but this is Inside Leaders' Heads. And usually the way it flows is I invite a guest who I think is a leader that people can learn from, because I believe that anyone can learn something from someone else. So I tell why I wanted to interview the guests, then I have them introduce themselves, their elevator speech, like who are you, what's the perception, then I tell them, ask them for 3 sentences or less, describe their passion, then describe their purpose, and then describe the events or series of events led to their discovery of their passion and purpose. Describe how their passions and purpose drive their thoughts and action every day, and how the world sees it. So how do people see you? I think that's very important. I think you can manage how people see you, but you don't always know the impact you're going to have, but you can watch the impact and then change your behavior. Yeah, I guess I've been hanging around too many UK people. Your behavior. Colors. And I spell, instead of Z's, I use S's, but I'm not going to go there. Anyway, I'm going to get off here pretty soon, but I'm going to go back to chat just to check out what's going on over there. Oh, yeah, it's Aaron, anytime you want to come out as and give good chat, that'd be awesome. So anyway, I'll end with this. Everyone can be a leader. Everyone has a story. When you share your story, other people will hear it, and it may impact them in ways that you will never know. So when you tell your story, and your story changes, it evolves, you can add to it. So you can always tell different elements of the story. You can tell your hard story. You could do an autobiography if you want. But when you tell your story, you can impact people. And you won't ever know what that impact is. It could be like you did a drop in the ocean on, say, the Atlantic coast of the United States, and then it caused a bigger ripple until it became a tsunami in a good way. Yeah, I did curse. I did curse. Says a Facebook user, and so, unfortunately, it just says Facebook user. Don't tell me who it is. So if you want to reveal who you are, that's a call to action. Facebook user, please reveal yourself. It'll be like, what's my line? Oh, that's aging myself. That show hasn't been on forever. It actually was already old when I got it, so I saw reruns. Yep, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, so even though you own your story because you lived it, um, don't be selfish. Just let it out there. Tell your story to anyone who will listen, not in a bad way. Don't just go to some stranger and go, well, sir, I'd like to tell you my story. No, but post on LinkedIn, use social media. Social media is such a powerful thing in our lives today. And yes, you can misuse it. You can get addicted to it. I mean, I know people like on Clubhouse now. I love Clubhouse, but I have to be careful to set a time limit because I can so easily like go in there, get in one room, go, wow, that was really cool. Get out of that room, go to a different room, and then be on there like for 4 hours. I'm like, oh, I should have been writing my book, but instead I was on Clubhouse. Now, some people claim they can do multitasking. By the way, that's physiologically impossible, but they can do more rapid succession of tasks, serial tasks. I can't do that. I gotta, yeah. Except when, like in college, because I have ADD, the way I studied is I listened to really fast thrash metal when I was doing calculus. It's just who I am. Anyway, so I'm going to get off now. It's going to be really short. I want to thank the Facebook user who did not reveal who they were. Darn it. Anyways, thank you. I'll go to Facebook and find out who that is. LinkedIn does this thing where you can broadcast to like as many things you want. I usually broadcast to Facebook group, which is Einsteins of Creativity, LinkedIn live event. That's my main gig right now. And then I also do YouTube channel, EOC Studios. So, sorry, I was distracted. I'm just gonna put this up there and then people could laugh or not. So hold on, let's see if this works. Did you hear that? So that's crickets. So when I used to do stand up, that is the worst sound you could ever hear. You tell a joke, you think it's your funniest one, you've queued it up really well, you deliver it, and you think that was a great deliver. That's how I practiced. That's the timing. That's everything, and then nothing, crickets, and you got to move on. Some comedians think that like hecklers are worse than when crickets, like nothing happens. When I actually prefer hecklers to crickets because then you could always have an interaction. And 96% of the time, I think, with a heckler, it becomes more fun. It becomes part of the act, and people are laughing. And then if you're very good, then the heckler even gets into it too, like laughing and all that kind of stuff. So, anyways, there's a little thing about heckling and all that kind of stuff. But let's see. Let's take that hide off. So I'm gonna call it a day. Thank you, Aaron, and Facebook user for showing up. Those that you're watching this in replay, I will probably strip the audio and put it in a podcast as well. I like to end my shows by saying, I always credit America Ferrara with this. If you haven't seen her TEDx, she may have done more than one, but she did one on superpower. So I'm just going to go quick to the reel and not lead up to it. But basically, oh, I have a drum roll even. Oh, no, that's applause. All right, so there we go. The superpower is your one and only unique, authentic you. That's your genius and that's your superpower. So whoever you are, that is your superpower. Don't let people talk you down. Don't let them say, do this thing that way, do that thing this way. Just be yourself and tell your story. So that is the end of the show. I want to thank you all. Thanks, Aaron. Thanks, Facebook user. Thanks, all the replay thing. Comment below. Check out ESC Studios. Do whatever you want. Happy Monday. I think in the UK it's Monday Easter, or Easter Monday, rather. I don't know if we do that in the United States. So anyway, thank you very much. Have a great Monday, and I will see you later. Bye.